Hey, good morning, everybody. Hope you're having a wonderful day. This is Rental Robert with the Hustle Nation. We are all about some financial independence. Why? Because we want to wake up in the morning and say, I want to go back to bed. I want to go get a steak. I want to go get a massage. I want to buy this or I want to buy that. I'd like to take 2 weeks in the Maldives or something to that effect. And we want to have the money to be able to do that. It's not about the money, folks. It's about the freedom. It's about the freedom of choice. So I got 3 tips for you to help you be richer, more productive, and have a genuinely better life with being in business. Stay tuned. So my first tip to you is you have to be adaptive to changing situations. You hear me talk about and preach, if there was one thing in business that you had to have to be successful, and keep in mind that success is relevant in the sense that some people think, hey, I made an extra $50 this week, I'm successful. Some think, hey, I made $5 million, I failed this week. So you gotta know where you stand, so to speak, with that. But in my opinion, people skills. Things are going to constantly change. People are going to have emergencies come up. They're going to spend money they shouldn't. They're going to have situations that occur. The dog got hit, the kid's sick, this, that, and everything. Oh, I found it cheaper. Sure, none of y'all ever heard that. No. Now, the thing about it is that there's many variables that we don't have control over. However, we can have control over how we react to them. That's being adaptive. The situation changes, we're going to have our focus. You know, yesterday I was talking with a gentleman. He said, is your estimate still good? And it was having to do with the roof. And I said, well, what did I tell you? And he said, 12/6. This was back in July. I said, okay. I said, let me look that up for you and I'll get back to you within 2 hours. So I go back through my emails, look at everything, say okay. And I take a look at it and get back with him and say, yes, we can still do it at that price. Now, is that's it? No matter what happens, that's the price. And I said, well, sir, here's the thing. Florida Building Code says that if we come across any bad wood, then we have to replace it. I can't just put your old shingles back on and say, well, you know, pay me for, you know, what little I've done here and everything, and we'll just let it go. I said, that can't be done. And I said, unfortunately, I can't. All this bad because I haven't torn your roof off yet. I said, so if there's 20 sheets of decking, you know, that's $100 a piece that you're going to have to pay for. I said, I can't do anything about that. Well, yeah, another person said the same thing. And I was like, well, let me ask you this. What price did they tell you? He said, well, they said $12,000. I said, well, if you pay cash in $100 bills, I'll do it for $12,000. All right, deal. Come by today at 1 p.m. We'll get signed up and everything. I had to adapt to what it was that I was looking for. That customer was not necessarily looking for a cheaper price. However, they were looking for something. They wanted something to be given to them to get turn for giving the job to somebody. A little bit of a discount, the crew works, everybody gets paid, everybody makes money, boom, there you go, happy camper, okay? So remember to be adaptive. It's not always going to be just like this. My second tip to you is keep a notebook. This is what I write my jobs down on, okay? I try to plan this a day in advance. So on Wednesday, I'm going to be writing down, be doing on Thursday. Trust me on this. Put down your times as well. Even take it a step further and say 6 a.m. to 7:30 a.m. sink drain. 7:30 a.m. to 10 a.m. hang sheets of sheetrock or whatever it is. But take this information, put it down, and have a timeline, okay? And if you have hourly employees, this is going to better aid you in being able to figure out, am I being or not? Okay, because we'll just give you an example. If you're having to pay 2 employees $20 an hour, that's $40 an hour. If they're on for an 8-hour shift, that's $320. However, don't forget Uncle Sam. He's getting his cut. Unemployment insurance, Social Security, FICA. Who is FICA? Can somebody tell me who is FICA? She's always been around my whole life, and I ain't never got even a hug from FICA. Okay? Workman's comp. Boom! There you have it. So, a $20 an hour employee is actually closer to $30 an hour. So, you figure 60. Well, 60 times 8 is going to be 480. So, let's make sure that we're making money at $500 for a 8-hour day. So then you take your jobs and everything, and we'll just say like they get finished with $1,200 worth of work. We've got a gross profit of $700. So just kind of doing that with you and everything like that. But this will help you keep better track. One of the things I do is I write my employees' hours down each day in my book. I write the mileage of how far I've driven. Okay? This is crucial especially when you're running a dumpster or roll-off business or something where you're having to do a lot of driving, okay? The other thing is that I've got notes in here throughout the day. When I meet people or whatnot, I say, hey, I need to call this person, or I need to make this phone call, this phone call. The other thing that it does is that there's a lot of times that we as people do much better when we have a sense of accomplishment, okay? Well, once you start checking those marks off, and you see half your list done by 9 a.m., woo! We're getting a lot done, okay? And this is crucial for most people. The other great thing is that, like one of the things I found is that on a job site, first thing, I'll walk my employees around, tell them exactly what it is that I need to have done and everything, and then I hand them a list. And it's got times by it, okay? They're going to be a whole lot more productive. Trust me on this. If you just say, hey, look, you need to get this, this, and this done and everything, and then you leave and, and they don't know when you're going to come back. And it's not that they're lazy. It's just human nature, okay? But if you tell somebody, hey, look, this needs to be done, and it needs to be done in the next 15 minutes, let me get on that, And then the other part of it is that generally speaking, we as people, when somebody is in a position of kind of power like a boss is, we want to make them happy. And so we're more inclined to do what it is that is asked of us if those are very specific. So that's my second tip for you. Third tip, it ain't never wrong to reset. What do you mean by reset? I'll tell you exactly. This morning, last night I had it planned. I was going to Home Depot to buy kitchen cabinets and refrigerator for my Airbnb. Guess what? You can't buy a refrigerator. They had some sitting out where I have bought from in the past, but they fooled me. That's right. So, we're going to have to go to Facebook Marketplace or go to some other places to see if I can find a refrigerator sometime today. Okay? Had to adapt, change of plans. Next thing that happens, we're going to go to one place, unload some kitchen cabinets, and then go to another place to do some work. Guess what? Whole bottom drops out. It's raining like cats and dogs. I got one employee that is a super duper trooper, and she's sick but on the mend. And then my other guy is just like a bull. He'll do whatever you tell him to and everything. And the problem is that everything that we have to do today is going to be in and out of rain. It's not like they're going to walk out the tool trailer, go back in for 4 hours, and then get back out in it. We're going to be constantly in and out. So I called them both and said, hey, because normally we work 4 10-hour days, and so I was like, hey, can you work Friday? And asked one of them, are you available Saturday or Friday and Saturday? Yes, okay, great. So we got that taken care of, and so we're just going to kind of do a reset. Now, what is it? So I said, I was petting the dogs on the bed, and I was like, man, I sure would like to crank the AC back down and go, night night. However, I don't get paid to sleep, but I do make money while I'm sleeping. So I decided to get onto YouTube and look around a little bit and everything, and I'm real big on self-help videos, and I'm real big on watching videos that are from a place where I would like to experience what it is that they're enjoying, you know. Ben Mala, I love his real estate, you know, and everything. Grant Cardone, high energy, real big on sales and everything like that. Like watching Jesse Mims and you know, Josh on American Dumpsters, and, you know, Justin with Life's Apprentice, and Martin, and, you know, JT Hustles, you know, and a lot of people and everything. And the thing about it is that you can never stop learning, okay? And so I also keep a business journal, okay? Thing about it is that, and I also keep a spiritual journal with my relationship with God. And the thing about it is that when you put something down on paper with a pen, you're committed to it, okay? The pen is mightier than the sword. We've all heard that our whole life. It's true. And the thing about it is that when you do thoughts in mind, they start to manifest in time. And I'm not saying that you have to do this. However, there is a huge correlation between success with people that write their goals down versus people that want to be successful, talk about being successful, but don't write their goals down. Huge difference. They did a study of Harvard graduates or Yale graduates or whatever, and then came back 20 years later, and it was like the spread of difference in the income of those that wrote their goals down and those that did not. I want to say it was like $180,000. Now let me ask you this: could you do any $180,000? Could you? Just a little extra vacation. You know what? You could actually supersize that Happy Meal with a $180,000. Maybe you get full rack of ribs instead of a half rack. It's like, did a half rack ever take care of this? Hell no! All right. So let me say that again. Write your goals down. And not only that, continue to ask yourself, what is it that you do with your business? And it's like, yesterday or the day before, I watched a video with a guy named Kelly Landrum that, let me see if I can, right now I got my computer up, and let me see if I can tell you what channel his is. Truly phenomenal video that he did. It was incredible. Junk Removal Quad Cities. That's his channel. Go there and look at how to price temporary dumpster rental. Phenomenal video on the numbers, okay? Again, I'm old school, redneck. You know, I got an iPhone. I can put things down in notes and everything like that. The thing that happens with me is it doesn't become committed to my memory unless I write it down. You know, guy that I work for having to do with roofs, he's like, Rob, write this down in your book. Rob, write this down in your book. Rob, write this down in your book. Because he knows how I am. So there you have it. Those you should be more successful, more profitable, and enjoy a better quality of life. And if not, you get all your money back because you didn't spend a dime on this, so it's worth everything you paid for it. Boom. I hope you have a very wonderful day. If you need me, my email is rentalrobertpcola@gmail.com. That's P-C-O-L-A. Just holla at me. Have yourself a wonderful day and figure out who's got your money.